Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your general freestyle for the upcoming weeks ahead. This is a general reading, not necessarily centered around love and relationships, but if it comes up in the spread, I'll be sure to let you know. Anyway, let's look at your current energies. I want to look at the people, you might have around you, upcoming events. It looks like there's something on your mind from the past, maybe like how you have acted or reacted to something, and maybe leaving like a little bad taste in your mouth. I don't know if that's what we're reading. It looks like instead, so I got the Lovers, the Sun, and Temperance in reverse. These are three major arcana, so this is mainly what Spirit is, concerned about. Not thinking about what you did or what you coulda, woulda, shoulda done. They're not sitting with you in the shower, like replaying and revamping that little scenario over and over again. We kind of need to let that go. We have this new start, this new massive start. Everything's fine. There's a little bit of impatience, so I want to go ahead and look at what that, well, it could be, you replaying whatever that scenario is. We might go ahead and look at that scenario, I don't know. But with the Temperance in reverse, we're emotionally jumbled. Something is not really kosher. Something's not lining up, right? It's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So a little while ago we had the Queen of Wands in reverse, with the Six of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, it's the Devil in reverse. So that's good. There's something that you have just left behind. Something that you had caught up in or caught yourself up in and kind of just released yourself from. Now we have this nice new playing field, right? And we're at ground zero. So that's really, really good, Aquarius, and I kind of like it for you. So we're going to move right along, and I want to see what's going on with this this scenario, right? This thing that's on your mind. This woulda, coulda, shoulda. Should I have gone left or should I have gone right? There's that Devil in reverse again, and because it came out, it was probably just stuck in there. I'm just going to leave it out as a little side note, because we are going to get to that. I want to see what, she has to say about that. So what's this Queen of Pentacles and Temperance in reverse, please? What could be haunting Aquarius? There's a Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so it's really, really odd. And it's really, really odd that the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups in the reverse came out as to what was playing on your mind, what was haunting you. And then when I'm asking about it, I got the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Right. Okay. So with that out of the way, we're going to mainly concern with it being the Six in reverse and the Queen in reverse, and not necessarily the suit that they're in. Because, and then we're going to throw the Devil in there because, there's something that you did leave behind that's kind of got you rocked, right? Temperance in reverse, the Queen in reverse, any Queen. But the Six is, it's some sort of stability after discord, right? Some sort of balance. With the Six of Swords, it's an acceptance, a mental balance, Six of Pentacles, it's generosity. So we still have some leftover imbalance, right? That you're towing along. But you got to understand that with this going on for you, Aquarius, the Sun and the Lovers, right? It's a new start, a new beginning, childlike love, luck, light, happiness, just frivolousness. It's there. But I think that you're stopping it. Like you have this one thing that you're kind of like towing along with you. And I think it's creating drag in your line. Death in reverse. Bruh. I mean, you just can't. Okay, so we got that. But what is the thing? What is the thing from Aquarius's past that they are done with, but still towing along with them? What's that thing? And it's more than just mental, though, Aquarius. It really is. Because if it was just mental, if it was just haunting, but you're also carrying it along tangibly. There could be things that you're holding on to that's stopping, you know. And I'm not going to put away the idea of some kind of spell work, but like their hoodie, give it back. Give it back. I got the Two of Swords in the reverse. Your mind was made up on a certain instance. So there's something that's going on like mentally, like resoundingly. But I think that your, what's the word? Your surety, right? Like I've made up my mind, but that right there, like I'm unwilling to bend. I'm not breaking. I'm not bending in this situation. But that in itself, like, I think you got to take the lesser of two evils, right? I mean, do I want to be blocked? Do I want to be sitting at the gate at this and then not be able to walk in because I have put my foot down on this one thing over here? You know? It could be a piece of mail that you don't want to give to them. You know, I'm not giving a message you won't deliver. I don't know what it is, Aquarius, but there's something that you've put your foot down on and the situation's done and you've freed yourself from, but not. Like it's still got this little invisible thread between you and it, and it's got you like a fish on a line. They can't go any further. You can't go any further. But further and more beautiful is sitting right there. So I got the Two of Pentacles. And for some of you, it is a toss-up of what it is, baby. I can't help you with that, right? I gave what I thought I could. I gave what I thought could help. But when it comes down to it, you know, I could be talking to Susie over here, talking about, you know, feed the little birds and stuff like that, and then you don't even know what kind of people are on the opposite end of the spectrum, and y'all are both sitting here. So I sit on a limb constantly to try to get my sniffing daisies people away from my cloak and dagger people, you know. Let's see. But yes, in the grand scheme of things, y'all are all the same. Oh, love you. All right. Okay, so I have the Empress in reverse. I'm sensing and I'm seeing, now this is all past energy. This is not upcoming energy. I've already explained to you that the upcoming looks really, really good. But if we don't work out this past energy, Aquarius, we're not going anywhere. So with the past energy, also with the Empress in reverse, she's denotive and repetitive of the Queen, right? The Queen in reverse, the Queen in reverse. And then now we have the Empress. You know, it doesn't matter what queen it is. That's where my mind should have gone, I think. Very, very entitled, right? Spoiled expectations. And then there's that writing checks that your ass can't cash, right? Kind of energy where, you know, it's daddy's money kind of energy going into it. Like I said, just kind of spoiled and entitled, right? But there's really not a lot backing it up. Champagne budget on a champagne taste on a beer budget kind of thing. So there should be, okay, now I was explaining this to my Sagittarius daughter just like yesterday. When things like this start to happen and they start to kind of pull you just a little bit, you know, it smells like a lesson in humility to me. And I know that could be a little rough because I could sit there and I can tell you all day that you need to be humble. You need to find a little bit of humility or a little idea, right? Just a little dash, right? But at the same time, I have no idea how much, because I have been in positions multiple times where I have been set to my knees, snot pouring, begging and groveling, you know, gratitude, honestly. Groveling, snot pouring gratitude. I don't know if you know what that feels like, but it's pretty amazing. So I just want to kind of probably make sure that you don't end up there, although, you know, I'm not real worried about you accidentally doing it. It's the devil in reverse, guys. Okay, so 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3, the devil in reverse. Specifically speaking, there is something that you have relieved yourself from. There's something that you have stopped entertaining within yourself or with people around you. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe somebody around you just flipped like a switch one day, you know? And, you know, I pretty much had it out for that person, right? And I made up my mind. I made up my mind that that's the way I was selling the ship, that's the direction that I was moving my chess pieces around the board. And then, poof, one day they popped up and they had completely changed. Flip the script. But because I had this in my mind that I was going to continue to do that, baby, I'm going to keep rolling that steamroller right over them. But they've obviously changed. You understand? They've obviously changed. Permeates. Did somebody create a clone of this person and just kind of pop them into your life? Did that person have a twin that you didn't know about? Because the change is so dramatic. Do you understand? I really feel she's like screaming at me right now. Like I finally got it. I'm so sorry, guys. Like my head and my nose and the weather, and I'm a little bit clogged. And she's very, very happy with me right now because I think I finally got the thing instead of just blabbering around trying to. Okay. So do we want to go more about this person? Yeah. Okay, I think we do. More about the person that Aquarius is dealing with, please. Can I have a little bit more about the person that Aquarius is dealing with? What is going on? Because I've known this person for 15 years and they've never been like this. So what changed? You. Ah! Don't you love it when that happens? Okay, so check this out. When I have had enough, like all Also, my daughter's like seeing all these Popeye cars, and I was like, I had all I can stands and I can't stands no more. So when you have had all that you can stand and all that you can tolerate, and your patience has completely run out, right? And then you make that switch, you make that change, the things around you, like magic, will start to change. And I think that's what has happened with you, Aquarius. Surprise, surprise. It's like balloons and stuff, huh? Okay, so anyway, you did it. No, this person isn't cheating on you. You did it. You had all that you could stand. You had all that you could tolerate, and you put your foot down in here, right? And you had started to create and make a plan, and then the universe knew, oh, shit, this person is very serious. They are very serious about what's going on, and I better stop playing with them. Because they're willing to throw it all away because of, not because of this, not because of that, not because somebody's promised them gold, but because they've really just had enough of dealing with this, right? And so that's awesome. That's awesome. But now where does that leave you, Aquarius? I'm going to pull some more cards for you. Yeah, bottom of the deck. I think that the whole scenario has changed now. I think that you're no longer walking away. Now be very, very careful with this, because that's that bullshit, right? That's that trick. That's that trap. I never go back. It's not about me. If I had planted that seed, that change had happened, that change has taken place, you know, I walk away. I leave the fruit for the homeless people. I don't try to eat off that tree, right? Because that magic happened because I decided to step out of that person's life. I was the toxic in that person. I was the toxic behavior, or I was the catalyst for the things that I could not stand in that person. Do you understand? Are you getting my kind of drift? Okay. So I just keep walking. Doesn't have to be physically. It doesn't have to be physically. I just have to disconnect. I have to actually accept and face the fact that that's not where my time, energy, and effort go. If I want to enjoy the person and their change, I'm going to keep my cotton picking hands off of them. Now, Aquarius is not Taurus, and I totally get that, because I'm going to do some Taurus shit that's just not going to sound good, not going to sound right for my Aquarius friends, right? It's not. So you pull your own decision, but just understand that that's what's happening at this time, and you can kind of teeter-totter with it a little bit. You know, the seesaw. You can go around the merry-go-round. You can teeter-totter on the seesaw. You can fall and skin your knee, you know, because you understand now. It's like if I'm walking around a house that I'm not aware of, and I flip a switch and something happens, I'm like, ooh, you know, that's not what I wanted to happen, or maybe that's what I want it to happen, but, you know, but now I have a mental note of where that switch is, how to control that thing, you know, take control. There. Okay, so with the with the Eight of Cups in reverse, right? It's not a walking away, right? It's a going back to something, right? I said not emotionally. So with the Ace of Cups here in reverse, it's like I'm and not emotionally, because now for some odd reason I have hit that Nine of Cups, right? Ooh, Aquarius, this is so cool. So somehow, some way, shape, or form, when I stood up for myself, I I'm not pouring into that person anymore. When I pour into that person, it makes cloudy. It makes this. It makes that. It makes toxic. It makes fumes. I don't care what it makes. I don't care what it does for you. But you stop pouring into that person and it makes glitter elixir or something. I don't know. And then... So now because this change has happened, a change can happen in me. Well, if I, like I said, if I keep my cotton picking hands off, if I stay away from this thing, then I can get to the point where I can live content and peacefully, right? But then I'm emotionally, what do I do with all that energy? Do I put it in myself? Do I put it into the dog? I mean, like, what do I do? Do I put it into forming? Or, you know, I don't have to run around and I can release that control. I can release that energy. I can release that thing. Because it does better without my interference, right? I can actually live with it without my interference, you know? The bottom of the deck is the World card in reverse, and that's kind of repetitive of the Eight of Cups in reverse, right? So I'm going with the Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm doing like a going back to, but I'm keeping my emotions to myself because that's going to bring me to my Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, right? Emotional independence. I am independent of this thing. So we still physically live together, but we're kind of spiritually kind of severed. Because they're doing better, right? Okay. So maybe that's where that new start kind of comes from. Because the next step, okay, so I got this one little Lego foundation laid out, right? And then I'm going to go up a level with my Lego foundation. And then I'm going to get that place with that Lover's card and that Sun. Because I have learned something profound. Right? So with the World in reverse, like I said, and the Eight of Cups in reverse, I come to an agreement that I will relinquish my hold spiritually and mentally over this person, but I will accept physically, right, their presence. It's like a little switch, right? Side note for some of you, because before I had been withholding my physical presence and putting a lot of thought and energy pouring into that person because they were the bane of my existence. They were aggravating, they were agitating, they were this, they were that, they were the other thing, whatever it was with this person. But now that switch has happened where you have relinquished and let go. I'm not even worried about that anymore, but you can bring yourself closer physically, right? Anyway, okay, so Aquarius, that's pretty much all I have for you. That was a nice, fun, interesting read. I don't know who it was about, but it sounded quite entertaining. And congratulations on your level up and your new shadow book spell. Anyway, until next time, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot. As always, it was a pleasure. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And see y'all again real soon.